So due to COVID, my favorite workout studio, P.volve, is still not open yet. So I've been doing workouts at home, as you guys have noticed in my previous vlogs. But today I'm going to do a Zoom chat with Celestine, who's a trainer at P.volve, and that I've done a vlog with before with all of my girlfriends. You may have seen it. So we're gonna do a 15-minute workout at home, again via Zoom. I have my iPad here, and I'm gonna show you guys. So grab some equipment, clear out some space in your apartment, and follow along.
Hi guys, hi Madison.
Hi!
Good to see you. Today I have a 15-minute workout for you guys, hitting the glutes. We're going to be using this light resistance band. And I am a P.volve instructor, so this is a functional workout. We're going to be opening up the hips, closing the hips, and just working in all different angles to really target the butt. So yeah, it's going to be all mat focused. We're going to stretch on the mat, make sure your mat is cushioned enough, and then we will get to the workout. Okay?
I'm excited.
Okay, let's do this. So you're going to come onto your mat and onto your knees. And what I first want you to focus on is just feeling the engagement in your core. Core engagement is important, so when we're on our hands and knees, you don't want to be arching back and forth. You want to keep everything nice and strong in your core. So we're going to engage that by inhaling through our nose. Feel your ribs expand around here, and then when you exhale, feel your ribs go close together, feel your abs tighten up. So let's do this 5 times. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Again, inhale for 3. And exhale for 4. This is going to turn on the core, help us stabilize. You got 3 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Good. Now take your right leg forward, or just whichever leg I have in front. You can mirror me. You're going to, yep, there we go, that's easier. There we go. Perfect. Take your hands at shoulder height. You're going to squeeze your back butt that's on the ground, and then you're going to press up, reaching up to the ceiling, opening up through the hip. Keep squeezing your back glute, and take it to neutral. Let's do this for 4. So you lengthen nice and long, and you take it back. And you reach your hands up to the ceiling, opening up the front of your hip. This allows you to have higher range of motion. And last one. Good. Now you're going to fold to the front, and you'll feel a stretch in your hamstring towards your glutes, and then take it to neutral. Good. Straighten through your front leg, and I'll show you to the side. Just a small shift over towards the front, and then take it back up to neutral. 2 more times. And stretch down. And come up. Last one. Stretch it down and come up. Good. Switch it to the other side. Nice tall length of your body. Take your foot forward, squeeze your back glute, and then reach your hands up to the ceiling and take it to neutral. I'll come and check. Good. So let's first do the one forward, up nice and tall, and then just relax it neutral. That's it right there. Good. Lengthening, opening up the front of your hip, and take it down 2 more times. Beautiful. Good control. And final one. And now we're going to take it to the back. Now you're going to bend your glute towards your foot, fold your body over towards your front leg, and then take it to neutral. Again, fold over. Yes, stretching the hamstrings and taking it back up. Good. You have 1 more. And final one. All right, now we're going to open real quickly the inner part of our thighs. So take your other leg back out to the side, knees in line with your pelvis. Hands are up towards a T position, and you're just going to rotate away from your front leg and take it back into neutral. So warming up is always very important before you begin any workout. Even if it's like a 15-minute workout, you always want to prep the muscles. Otherwise, you may end up pulling or just making your body not work as well as it should. So always warm up, guys, before you do any workout routine. Good. Take it back, switch it to the other side, and then we'll start the workout. And shift. Yeah, it opens up your inner thighs. You're doing so good. Nice. And that good twist there just kind of activates the core, lengthens all of the muscles in the inner thighs, so when we do the leg lifts, you'll be able to feel nice and open in your hips. Final one. Beautiful, Madison. All right, good. So let's put on the light resistance band. What you're going to do is strap it around your ankles and have the Velcro facing on the inside so the band kind of just straps just like that so you feel nice and comfortable. Now again, if you don't have the band, guys, focus just on squeezing your glute every time you lift and lower the leg, and you still will feel that engagement. Or you can use ankle weights as another option. But booty bands is nice because it really makes you focus and feel it in the glute. So we're going to start on our hands and knees. Make sure when you're doing this that you're not arching and moving in the low back. This is where you want to keep that core control. You're going to tap your foot back behind you at 6 o'clock. Focus on squeezing your glute right here to begin. And then we're going to tap it out to the side, or you can do it to the corner of your mat. Wherever you feel the engagement is good for you, lift it up and take it back to the behind position. So we're gonna go for 8. So you squeeze, shift your stabilizing butt back slightly, and that's it, good, good. Nice, Madison. Go nice and controlled. Squeeze on the up, even slower. Slow on the up, there we go. Yes, oh yeah, definitely feel it. Good core control there. So you see how Madison isn't arching in her back. She's keeping everything very strong in her abdominals. That's what you want to be feeling, guys. So that way you're not, you have that engagement in the glutes and in the abs. Last 2. And final 1. Good. Keep it out at that angled position. Now you're going to pull your knee in towards your elbow and then tap it back out towards the floor on the angled position. Pull it in and press it out. And this is just going to activate the glute a little bit more. Feeling that stretch every time. Reach your foot out nice and far on the angle. You have 4. That's it, Madison. Good. And 3. And you can hover the foot for more of a booty challenge or tap the toe on the floor for a little bit less of a challenge. And 1. Now stay in that angled position. Fire hydrant. Push it up towards the ceiling and take it down. You have 8. Push it up towards the ceiling, your knee and your foot, and down. Good. 6. How are you feeling?
Woo, I feel it.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. 4. Awesome, awesome. 3. Last 2. And 1. And we'll stretch it back into child's pose. Woo-hoo. Opening up through the low back, through the glutes. You can flip to the other side. Have everything nice and strong in your core. Tap your leg back. Now shift your glute slightly so it's either behind or it's in line with your knee of your stabilizing leg. Now push away from the mat and begin. Tap your foot to the angle. Keep your heel looking up towards the ceiling, and then tap your foot to the floor at 6 o'clock. So it's kind of like you're tapping to 5, and then you tap to 6. And you go nice and controlled, squeezing through your glute each time. Breathing out, using your breath to help control you. Good. Feeling your abdominals engage. Nice, Madison, that's it. We have 3 more. Good. And 2. Nice long neck. Guys, make sure you always keep your neck elongated from the head to the tailbone. Last 1. And going to stay in the corner position. Pull your knee in. You can tap the floor or you can hover when you take it back out. Your choice. Tap it in and tap the floor out, or hover the knee and hover it out. Your choice. Or do one of each. A hover and a tap, or a tap and a hover. It doesn't matter. Just keep on feeling it in your glute. As you're doing this, guys, make sure you don't lean into your supporting knee. Try to keep everything nice and strong in your core. Try to keep that supporting leg straight. Good, Madison. 1 more. And stay there in that 90-degree position. Lift up towards the ceiling, fire hydrant, and pull it down. Good. Now you're using, so we use the glute max, which is the big part of the butt. Now we're using the glute med and glute minimus, which are the side muscles of your glutes. Yes, good. You have 4, 3, you got this, 2, and final 1. Awesome. Stretch it back into child's pose. Open up in the hips.
Good morning.
Good morning. Here they come, Pookie and Pricky. All right, so now we're going to drop down to our forearms. Let's switch to the other side to give your booty a break. And you're going to push away from the floor, keep everything strong in your core, and you're just going to drive your leg up at 90 degrees and lower down 2 inches. So you squeeze from the glute, and you take it down. And you press. And you lower. That's it. Every time you lift, breathe out, squeeze the glute, and then release. You have 5. Awesome form there. Good control on your core. So guys, that's what you want to feel. Feel the butt engage, and then release the leg and lower down. You have 2 and 1. Stay in that up position. Now you're going to open your hip. You can take your hand out to the side. Now your foot is facing towards the elevator, and for me, for the curtain, and push it back and release. Push it back and release. That's it. You got 7. We're generally doing 8 reps, guys, just because you want to keep that control and form. If you start losing your form, drop the reps. Don't do as many reps, do less, but do good form rather than doing fast movements and you're not getting the control in your body and then you're kind of wasting the energy. Good, Madison, that's it. You have 2. You got this. And 1. And stretch it back into child's pose. So that move right there, we hit the middle butt, the bubble part of the butt, and then we hit more the inner butt. Now you're going to take it, let's just take it to the other side. Give your glutes a break. And starting back at that center position. Push away from the mat. Push up to 90 degrees. Your leg is in line with your hip or your knee, and then your knee's below your hip. So you got 8. And lower down. 7, squeeze from the glute. And lower. 6, awesome. And 5, you got this. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now open your hip, have your arm out, keep that leg bent at 90 degrees, and just cross push and release. Cross push, yes, keeping that 90-degree bend. Everything is coming from your glute. Each time you drive the foot back, you're squeezing the butt and you're releasing. Squeeze for 4. Keep the knee and the toe in line with each other. 3, almost there. You got this, Madison. 2, and 1. Stretch it back into child's pose. Woo. All right, let's lay on our butt, or on our back. Keep your core engaged. Now what you're going to do is you're going to lift up. Now when you push away from the floor, I want you to push your arms into the mat and just lift up from your glutes, squeeze. You can even touch your glutes to feel them engage. And we're just gonna hold it here for 10, for 9, 8. You should be almost able to touch your heels with your fingers. So just be kind of close and just keep squeezing that glute. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. You have 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Lower it down, release, and we're going to do that again. And then we're going to do a march. You're going to lift the leg up and release. Now, when you lift up, and if you feel that you're sinking into your hips, use your arms and push into the mat to help support you. So, push it back up, press your hands into the mat, and just squeeze. Squeeze your butt for 10, for 9, for 8. Yes, for 7, 6. And just by holding that glute position, you really are getting that isometric contraction, turning on the muscles, and then you stabilize through your core. And 3, and 2. Keep squeezing. Now hold it here. With your right foot, just pick it up, push against the mat, squeeze your glute, and then lower down, just the right foot. And press, and release. Keep squeezing, squeeze your abs, push your arms into the mat. Good, you got 4 more. Squeeze, this is tough. My left side usually doesn't want to fire up as my right, so it always tends to dip, but
This is a good practice. 2, and 1, switch it to the other side. Squeeze the glute. So now I can stay more stable on this side.
Yeah, I'm more stable on this side as well.
Yep. Good. And guys, when you do this, keep your ribs in line with your pelvis. Try not to push your ribs towards the ceiling. Try to keep everything straight from your knee all the way down to your chest. That's it, Madison. You got 2. And final 1. And pull your knees into your chest. Stretch it out. How did that feel?
Good.
Nice job. All right, we're gonna finish this off. Take it to the side, roll to your one side, stack your hips, and you're going to lift, push the leg out, pull it in, and release. Keep your core engaged. So you press, drive the leg out, knees are in line, and then you lower down. Let's go for 8, and this will work more that outer part of the glute, and release.
Are you
7.
flexing or pointing?
You can do either or. If you point, you'll get more of a stretch or you get the calf to activate. If you flex, you'll stretch the calf. So both are good. Let's just flex for this one, just to be consistent.
Okay.
And press, and you got 2 more. Keep your core engaged, squeeze those abs. Don't let your hip roll back. Hips are stacked one on top of the other. And final 1. And stay here. Drive the leg out. Now lift it up. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. You'll feel it in the butt, even in the outer thigh. And press. You got 7. Very small. Lift and hold. And lower. And 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Pull the leg back in line with your body, and then take it to the angle. Pull it back, take it in the angle, squeeze it back for 6, for 5, and for 4. You feeling that? You can even turn the knee slightly down towards the floor to really hit that butt. 2, and final 1, rest. Woo. Good job. Pat it out. Let's do the other side, and then we'll be done. So, starting with our core nice and engaged, knees stacked in one another, hips are stacked, and you're going to lift up, push against the band. Stretch your foot out, heel presses out, pull the knee in, and relax. Again, up, press, in, and relax. I'll come and watch. Good. So guys, as a tip here, whenever you straighten your leg, breathe out, exhale, using your core. So the breath work activates your core. Your core consists of 4 parts. Your abdominals, your back muscles, your diaphragm at the top under your ribs, and then your pelvic floor at the bottom. So when you use your breath, you're activating all those muscles and really engaging your body. And it also helps with the exercise, make it a tiny bit easier. Last one. And good. Stay up there and just lift it up and lower. I think we missed something, but we'll go back to it. Up and lower. And you can even turn your toe kind of towards the floor to really get that glute to fire up. Yep, press. And press. And you have 3. Good. And 2. Beautiful, Madison. Good long lines there. Reaching your toe out, leg out of your hip socket. Last one. Now you're going to drive your leg back behind, squeeze the glute so it's in line with your body, and then take it to the front angle. Yep. And squeeze the glute, pull it back, and take it to neutral. You have 6 more, and then we'll be done. And press, and release. And beautiful. Keeping those hips nice and stacked. Use the butt muscle to pull behind. Last 2. And final 1. And good. Rest, lay on your back. Take off the band, we'll stretch it out. And we'll be done. So, stretching is super valuable, and I'll explain about stretching as we're doing this. So you can just pull your knees into your chest and just kind of rock side to side. So when you stretch, you create a better movement in your body. By stretching, let's come to happy baby and just hold it for 30 seconds. So by stretching, you are allowing, there's 2 muscles that will always allow the joint to move. So I'll show you an example of the bicep. The bicep will squeeze and then the tricep will stretch. And if the tricep is too tight, the bicep has to work a lot harder to get that same stretch of movement. So by stretching the muscles, you don't have certain muscles overwork and then other ones underwork. So always stretching is important, and it also helps with inflammation and just reduces tension and tightness you may feel in your body. Do a figure 4 position and then we'll be done. Figure 4, stretch the glute a little bit more.
I love this one.
Oh yeah. You can even push your hand on your knee just to get a little bit of deeper stretch. Yep. Oh yeah. And release, switch to the other side. And great job. Guys, you can do this workout 3 times per week, 4 times a week. The glutes are very strong. They're one of the biggest muscles in the body. So don't be afraid to do this. It'll fire up. If your glutes are fired up, everything else will work better in your body. So hope you enjoyed that. Thank you, Madison.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.